Hello and welcome to this quick clip about graphing the cosine function. We'll graph this function here on this coordinate plane after we talk about the unit circle and make a little table. So let's start with the unit circle. The unit circle will help us find the cosine values at various angles. And the angles we are interested in are the axis angles. So just as a reminder, the unit circle has its center at the origin, which is 0, 0, making this point, after we consider that the radius is always 1 in the unit circle, making this point 1, 0 here at the 0 radian angle. Up here, this point is 1, this point is 0, 1, and this angle is pi halves. This angle over here, which is the equivalent of 180 degrees if we're doing degrees, this angle is pi, and the point right here is -1, 0, and then this axis angle down here is 3 pi halves, and the point is 0, -1. We also need to remember that the cosine of theta is represented by the x value of these various ordered pairs. So let's just fill in our table. So at the 0 radian angle, or when our theta is 0 radians, then the cosine is the x value of that ordered pair, so that is 1. Let's jump up here. The cosine is this x value at pi halves, so let's go to pi halves, and the x value is 0. Over here, the x value at pi, as we work our way around, is -1. The x value here is back to 0 at 3 pi halves. And then finally, once we get back over here and we've gone around once, we are at 2 pi. That is the equivalent of 360 degrees. And we are back at 1 being the x value. So the cosine is represented by the x value. Now let's graph these points. So 0, 1, 0, 1. The cosine function, importantly, starts up here at +1. Then we move to 0 when we are at pi halves. Then at pi we are at -1. At 3 pi halves we're back at 0. And at 2 pi we are back up at 1. So we will end up having this kind of a little curve that looks like that. So that's the cosine function, and just as with the sine function, this pattern repeats. It's a sinusoidal wave, and it would keep on going forever and ever this way. So there's a little intro to graphing the cosine function. Thanks so much.